Episode 18, Fragments of the last Mind night was still over the ruins of Time City, but inside Zennar. There was a restless turmoil, a struggle between a power forming within him for the third time. During a profound time travel, and his fear of the unknown that awaited him on the next journey. After what happened at the end of the previous episode when he saw the cracked shadow for the first time, the echo lingered in his head, "You are the one left, you are the key, and the rest will come." 1. The beginning of the rift. Zennar awoke to a strong throbbing in his forehead, but it wasn't pain. It was a sensation like a door opening inside his mind. He saw scenes before him that he had never experienced before, cities yet unbuilt, faces yet unborn, wars yet to be fought. But then he heard footsteps behind him. Rihanna, the Time Commission's escort, was staring at him with obvious concern. "Zennar, the energy in your body is rising abnormally. Something has happened inside time that we don't understand," Zennar replied in a low voice. "It's not just energy. I'm starting to hear something, like someone's talking inside my head." She looked at him in astonishment. "This isn't one of your abilities we know about. You've entered a whole third level." 2. The appearance of the extended mind. After a few minutes of examination at the time station, the scientists discovered that Zennar had acquired a very rare ability, an ability between consciousness and time travel called extended mind field. This allowed him to hear time ripples, the sounds of events before they happened. But amidst the ripples, he heard one distinct sound, the sound of someone crying. It was the sound of a child. And as soon as he heard it, a very small time rift opened up before him, smaller than he was used to crossing, but different. It wasn't stable or safe. And yet, he stepped into it. 3. The world of broken rings. He found himself in another city. But a strange one. Upside down. Its buildings hung suspended above the sky, while the ground was empty except for shadows moving slowly, as if searching for something lost. And there, in the middle of the square, stood a small child. It was the same sound he had heard from the ripples. Zennar approached him cautiously. "Are you all right?" The child slowly raised his head. And as his head rose, the atmosphere changed completely. The sky cracked, the shadows froze, and everything stopped. "You're late," the child said in an inhuman voice. "Time has split, and what's coming is more dangerous than you can imagine." Zennar reached out to the child. But he vanished suddenly. His place transformed into a gray vortex that drew everything around it. In. For. The fatal bounce. The vortex began to pull Zennar with violent force. He tried to use his newfound ability to control the ripples, but he failed. This force was different, dark, opaque. Then something emerged from within the vortex. It wasn't a child, nor a shadow, nor any known entity. It was a copy of Zennar himself, but it was cracked and broken, as if shattered within a shattered timeline. The copy said, "I am the end you will reach, if you continue down this path." Zennar replied with angry courage, "I don't believe it. This is just a time trap." The copy attacked him, but seconds before it could touch him, the vortex exploded with a very intense light, and Zennar was thrown completely out of the timeline. 5. The return, but not complete. Zennar suddenly opened his eyes to find himself lying on the floor of the time reception room, with 3 scientists trying to control his uncontrolled energy. One of the scientists said in a troubled voice, "You're back, but something's wrong. The energy you brought with you isn't from the timeline you left." Rihanna stood there, stunned. "Zennar, what do you see now?" He slowly raised his head, and his eyes glowed with a new color he had never seen before, a brilliant silver. He said in a quiet voice, but one filled with "I don't see time, I hear it," and a new voice is approaching, a voice saying, "The first circle has opened." Everyone fell silent, because they didn't know that the opening of the first circle meant that time itself had begun to enter the point of no return, which is the stage of the Great Collapse.